surprisingly, what you're seeing on this table, especially on this side, including this, are the only products I own. Like, literally 5 products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, very few products. So let's get started. I want to show you how I do my makeup. This is my pulley that's broken. It's part of this set where I only have 2 brushes. But let's go. Please forgive my dirty brushes. Being a twin mom is not easy, so let's do this. I have not sculpted, or rather done my brows in a while either, so we're going to forgive that as well. So I'm going to be using this as my mirror. This is my beautiful eyeshadow palette. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, also I'm using Davis number 3. I don't know if I'm the only one who uses my pencil until it's almost over, but here we go. Make sure you sharpen it. Mine is not as sharp because it's really small, so sharpening it was a bit tricky. So I start with the bottom, like, wow. I'm gonna use its counterpart. This is number 40. I don't really like the color. It's a bit too red, but we move regardless. So I usually sculpt the bottom, then I sculpt the top. And for the top, I don't start where my eyebrow starts. I start a little bit further where the hairs are a bit more. And then fill it in. Sometimes I don't mind how dark it is, like when I'm filling in, because I'll brush out any excess. Like when I brush it, it gets a bit softer. So I just fill it in. You may ask, Grace, you didn't prime your face. Grace, you didn't do what? Well, I don't have a primer. I used to have a setting spray, which I need to refill. And yet, to be honest, I'm actually just joking. I should literally have just worked on my product collection, but I'm just joking. I used to use the Mark what? Prep and Prime setting spray. Sorry, it's just for the eyebrows that this thingy will be so close to my face. So I used to use the Prep and Prime by Mark for my primer and also as a setting spray, but I'm out. Actually, it lasted longer than I thought because I got it for my birthday last year, and it lasted until about 2 months ago, and my birthday was in July. It's a year, so it lasted how many months? 10 months. Can you imagine? I think one of the things that people don't realize about makeup is that they're an investment and that you use for a long time. As long as you're not a makeup artist, your products can last a long time, and mostly because most of them have a year's worth of lifespan. So imagine if you buy a foundation and it lasts you a year. So that's good. Okay, that's also if you don't do your makeup every day. If you do your makeup every day, don't be too ambitious. It probably will not last a year. Then we sculpt the bottom. Ooh! Just like that. I see people using an angled brush to blend the bottom, but I don't. I use this brush. It's a concealer buffer brush. So I'm just very careful. Because like when I'm putting on the concealer, if you've noticed, this has a very sharp end, so it draws a very precise line. So with the blending, I just have to be very careful. So one of the things that's very controversial about doing your eyebrows and highlighting and blah 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 is what to use to sculpt the top of your brows. I fortunately or unfortunately just use the same concealer that's a bit lighter than my skin tone. People mostly use a concealer that's their skin color or their foundation to do this, but I find that it looks much neater if I use this. I just make sure I blend it out all the way. I think the controversial part of it is because most people who do this don't blend it out all the way, so you can see like a halo cast on the eyebrows, which does not look very cute. As for me, I try to blend it as much as possible. And yeah, I think brows are the one thing. Oops. Brows are the one thing that take 10 years to do. I don't know why they take so long to do, but yeah, like you see, if you blend and 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 blend, it doesn't leave that halo cast. I'm not so sure about the shape of my brows, but sometimes I don't really focus on it too much because wait, I think girls take the longest on their brows, to be honest, because they're doing their makeup. I think I like it.
Kwangu mbona nikimie ushushwe jinsi ulivyonibarikie niruhusu nishuhudie uwinuli wetu baba uwinuli wetu amani imbe na kikwetu hadi baba ubobe
Like I said, this is going to be raw and authentic. I'm just going to show you the product I use. Like, I'm not going to try and feature white. I'll just show you what I use because apparently my makeup really looks good. Surprise! Today you shall know. I like my brows. What do you guys think? After that, we go into the eyes, and you have to prep your eyes, regardless of not prepping your face. Okay, and so disclaimer: the makeup I'm doing right now cannot last you the whole day. It cannot last you if it's a sunny day because I'm not prepped. Neither will I set it. Okay, I'll set it with powder, but when you haven't set your makeup, don't have an expectation of having it last the whole day. So most times when I'm doing my makeup and I'm not going for an event, I just do it like this because I'll probably do it for it to last 2 hours or something like that. So I never go full on. But yeah, so we are prepping the eyes, same concealer, and then I'm gonna use this palette. Before I got this palette, this is all I used to use. Actually, it's broken. It's Susie Beauty Sunshine, and it has 4 browns, like a dark brown, a golden, and a rose gold. And I've had it for ages. And when I say ages, I mean ages. So I'm gonna use this today. Like I said, forgive my brushes, they're not the cleanest. So we're gonna use this for my crease. Or let me use this one. Let me do something different. So I'm gonna use this Juicy Fruit for my crease. It's like an orangey red. So this is Main Squeeze by Colourpop. I think it was named Watermelon. It's faded. So we'll go in with this and the crease. So your crease is just, you see when you fold your eye hapa penye mkunjo inakuanga hapo. So I'll go in with it and blend. Like I said, the secret to makeup is blending, blending, blending. If you don't blend, you're in trouble. So blend, 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 blend. Do not use brushes that are not clean, especially if you're trying to do your eyeshadow, because what happens is that you won't get a true to color shade because of the colors that were previously on the brush. So try as much as possible to have your eyeshadow brushes like fresh. By fresh I mean like clean, so that you get as true a color as you picked. Because like this has an orangey to it, but because this had touched a bit of red, it has a reddish tones. So we'll do that. So we're still blending, blend, 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 blend. And so I keep checking to make sure that they look the same, and when I feel they don't, I keep, I keep going in until I'm satisfied. So we'll blend and blend and blend, and I think I'm happy. Then we're gonna go into, okay, so this brush is the, what is it called? It's a Crease Brush. Then we're gonna go in with, this is a pencil brush, but I'll use it for the outer corner. and I'll go a bit dark, so I'll use this seed, it's called Seed Money, to do the corners of my eyes. And then another secret to eyeshadow is packing on. Like, you keep adding until you're satisfied. Like, don't do a lot of product at once, because then it might not give you what you're looking for. So you just keep adding small until you're happy. So we pack on until we are satisfied. So I'll just put it on the outer corner, like so. Can you see that? So we'll do that on the other side. So I think one thing I like about this palette is that it also has very subtle colors. So if I'm not looking for a very red, too red eyeshadow look, I can still do that with, like, the colors I've picked out right now are they're not too bright, like they're not very red, although I'm about to just go ham with the glitter. So you pack on until you're happy, and that's what I'm doing. So I keep going back and forth to make sure that they look similar. Disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that, so there might be a lot of loopholes. I don't even know how I engineered the box to do this. You guys are very convincing. So this is it's called a soft definer brush. I don't know what that means, but that's what we're going to use to pack on the glitter. So I have 3 glitter options. There's this rose goldish one, there's this super gold, but it has red freckles inside, and this is a red gold. So I'm thinking of using this one or this one. I think let's go with this one. Yeah, I think it's pretty. So how I do the glitter is, because this is a bit of a flat blush. I'm from Central. Brush, I've packed it on, and then I'll just come and lay it like that. Like, are you seeing? Oh my god. Are you seeing how perfect the color definition is on this glitter? Like, how perfect is it? So we do that. Ooh, not too much effort. So here we go. On the other side, just the exact same concept until you're happy. And I feel like there's not much product on this side as there is on the other side, so we keep going. The biggest struggle with makeup is usually this part. You see where this ends and this starts? If you're not careful, you might end up looking like, I don't know how to describe it, but you need to blend. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a bit of the dark color from this side and try and make them look like one story, like, you know, there's some harmony, just like that. So you come in and blend just like that, so that way there's no harsh line. I think I like it. Yeah, then for the rest of the eyes, I can finally put this down. For the rest of the eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline New York Kajal. I love this. It stays all day, but you only love it when you do your makeup, and in the evening when you have to take off the face, you're crying and screaming because it takes 10 years to come out. Like, it's really hard to get off, but well, I think that's the point. So I see people closing their eyes and running this thing through. I don't know how they do it. I don't think I have the grace. I'd feel like I'm going to poke my eye. So me, I do it like this. That was torturous. So this your girl has worn lashes twice in her life. A photo shoot I once did with Victor Peace and Zilani, and she put my lashes on, and that time I was like, I'm never wearing lashes again. I hated them so much. And for my wedding, but then now looking at myself in pictures, I'm like, yeah, girl, you need lashes. Well, my husband always tortures me that my lashes are so good, I don't need to put on lashes, but I feel like I need to learn because it will help me define my eye looks better. Oh, so I'm going in with a Maybelline Mascara. It's called Lash Sensational Lashes or whatever. So yeah, so we go in. I usually try and do 2 coats because, well, I'm not gonna wear lashes, so I need my lashes to pop regardless. So I go in one eye, come to the other, and then repeat. Like, and then after I'm done with that, I whatever's left, I go in to the bottom lash just to define them a little bit. So my foundation color has changed so much because of my pregnancy and stuff. So I used to use this before I got pregnant. I think my color has come back, so we can test it and see if it works. And then I also use Black Opal Nutmeg. That's what I was using during the pregnancy, but it was still a bit lighter. So I want us to try this and see how it goes. So I usually pump it over here. I don't have those fancy things that people use to pump their I don't have corona to pump their foundation, so I'm gonna pump it here, just a smudge, just a drop rather. The good thing about Fenty is that it goes a long way. Like this small drop goes a long way. Oh, as I make noise. This is what people call a foundation brush. I hate it with all my heart. I don't know how people use this. So I think we're good. I think we're actually good. I have not tried to use it since I started realizing that my color is off, but come to think of it, it's not so bad. And now that I've already started with the brush, let's just get on with the I think I know why I don't like the brush, because it's usually streaky, or maybe it's because I don't have that good of brushes. Like my brushes are not like the best quality or whatever. I'm looking to buy brushes. If you know where I can get good quality brushes, let me know. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna use the brush, and then I'm gonna finish off with the blending brush. This, as I make all the noise in the world. If you're wondering, my children are asleep. Bless the Lord. It gives me time to work on my face and look cute. Oh, and give you guys content. Haha. what products do you guys have? If you're like me and you have 2 products, what products do you have? Like, what are your base products? Like, what products, if you feel that if you don't have, you can't get your face done? Also, how many of you have an equal amount of products as me, but are always feeling like they can't do their makeup because they don't have enough products, sorry. Comment down below, let me know. I'm really, I had missed Fenty. I love my Block of Power foundation, and I like the stick foundation that I just showed you. I can't stand the liquid one. I don't know why their liquid foundation is so, I don't know. But Fenty is on another level. Like, I feel like it's just on another level. Anyway, if you can't find Fenty or feel like it's a bit too expensive, Black Opal is a good option. I remember when I started out before doing my makeup, I was like, okay, I need MAC. Like, you know, like, I think I'd seen a lot of people using MAC and saying good things about it. And I walked into Linton's. That's where I buy a lot of my makeup stuff, because I know they carry genuine makeup. And the lady told me, if there's a brand that's very much dismissed, it's Black Opal. And true to the cause, it is amazing. The good thing about the Fenty foundation is that it sits and does not budge. Look at my face, guys. Whoo! Like, I'm equally as impressed. I'm like, whose face is that? So we'll go in with a wet blending brush just to make sure that there are no streaks on my face. I hate it when my foundation is streaky. It just looks like I didn't put thought into it and I was in a rush and life was just happening. And yeah, so here we are. Please make sure that you take your foundation down to your neck so that there's no weird demarcation. So there, I feel like my foundation looks amazing. So then we shall conceal under my eyes. Okay, not conceal, highlight. So something I struggle with is putting that line on my nose. Oh, it's really a struggle. And down here, just a little bit. Try and bring the highlight all the way down, and then I like highlighting just over there. That's the line just below where you're going to contour if you're planning to contour. I like having the concealer sit for a while so that it sits properly. So if you noticed, when I was doing my foundation, I used this side of the blending brush. So for my concealer, I'll use this side because of the intricacy of the, what is it called, under my eyes. So yeah, let's go in. Another thing about concealer and what else, and blush, also the things that go on top of your foundation, is that you need a really good foundation for them to sit properly. If you're not wearing a good foundation, they end up looking like they're just, I don't know, like you pasted them on. But if you have a good base, the blending is even easier. Like, okay, I'm those extra girls who like taking their concealer all the way to the end like that, and then in the corner and down around my nose, just like that. I really love how my concealer is sitting. Then we blend the top, the forehead. I don't know how people get ready. You know those get ready with me videos on YouTube and tell stories? Like, how do you do that? How do they do that? If you're a YouTuber and you're able to get ready and tell us stories, I love watching those get ready with me videos, by the way. How do you guys do it? So make sure you blend your concealer until you can't see it. Okay, not see it, but that it's not looking like you just pasted on a funny line on your face. If that makes sense. So if there's something I struggle with, is the concealer for up here. Okay, the highlight, like this part. I don't know, I always feel like, I don't know, it's just a struggle. Let's just say it's a struggle. I don't like contouring my nose. I feel like my nose does not need contouring. But I use this, it's a bit of a shimmer to contour my cheeks. And I love that it has shimmer because it also acts as my bronzer. So this is called the face paint brush. Why they call it that, I don't know. This is called the face paint brush. So this is what I use to, just a little product goes a long way. Can you see? And then we blend it out. Blend like your life depends on it, guys. Okay. I think that's enough product. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. I want to move this a bit further. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So next is powder, and I use the Maybelline Matte Polish powder in 35 Cinnamon. Here is my powder brush. So this is to set the makeup. Although after this you do really need a setting spray. It's necessary. But you can always get away without it. Remember, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional. I'm just showing you what I do. And by this, sometimes this makeup, even without those setting spray, blah blah blah, lasts. Then I love using this gold as my highlight. So we're gonna go in with this brush. It says, I'm not gonna try and pronounce that because my central roots will sell me out. So you do on the upper cheek, oh yeah, the highest point of your cheekbone, which is there. And the good thing I like about this is that it allows me to pack on without being excess, so I can keep adding until I'm happy. The color I put on my eyes right here, I use it to highlight sometimes, but it's so pigmented, if I'm not careful I'll end up with a whole smudge on my cheeks, like whoo, hi. So I highlight the center of my nose, and me, I usually go all out. Like I told you, this allows me to pack on without looking like I was trying too hard. Yeah. So highlight, 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 highlight. Highlight until you're happy. Highlight until you're glistening. Whatever makes you happy, guys. And then I use this. It's not a lip brush. It's actually supposed to be for your eyes. I use it to highlight this part of my, what is it called? My Cupid's bow. So I'm just showing you guys what I do on a normal day. I'm not gonna wear lipstick today. I'm just gonna put on a gloss and remove. No, the disadvantage of this is that it takes forever to pack on. I think let me put a touch of the one on my eyebrows. Look at the difference. Oh god. Yeah, so there. So I use the same, this one, to line my lips. Also, ladies, if you're lining your lips, oh god, just a second. If you're lining your lips, please make sure you blend it out. There's nothing as I think for me, one of my pet peeves is seeing the line. Like just blend it. Imagine. So I'd put my Carmex on the bottom. That has helped blend. And then I'll use this Fenty Beauty lip gloss that's crying for its life because it's over, it's finished. But I'm still insisting, so I love it so much. I'm still trying to find someone who sells it locally. Scoop. And so sometimes when people ask me, what lipstick is that? It's literally lip liner and Fenty Gloss Bomb. Yes, it's the Fenty Gloss Bomb. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope that you realize that you don't need the whole world in makeup to still have a good face beat. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.